Mike from Pittsburgh.
Oh, from Pittsburgh. What can you tell me about Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh is a great place.
Yeah.
There is a cool blend of Italian and Polish culture.
Yes.
A lot of, I would say, blue-collar pride.
Oh, because it's like a mining town, right? Or no, steel.
Steel town.
Yeah, steel.
Blue-collar pride perpetuated by white-collar people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bridges.
Uh-huh.
That's all I got about Pittsburgh.
Okay, so what was your first impressions coming to New York?
Oh, I mean, it's certainly overwhelming when you come here as a tourist, and then having lived here for, 3 years, it's a great place, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. It's chaos, organized in the best way, and I think everybody enjoys being a part of it.
Can you do a New York accent?
Yeah, hey, I'm fucking walking you. What are you talking about?
Okay, now where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see myself most likely in the same apartment, considering I just moved in a month ago. And rent stabilization is the key.
Oh, you got one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I see myself most likely steadily working in a career in the arts.
Oh, what kind of art you do?
I'm an actor.
Okay. So you acting in movies or television?
Most recently, I toured the country in a Broadway show.
Oh, wow. So you do it all?
Sure.
You do the singing and dancing and everything?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So how did you train for that?
I went to college for theater.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So what kind of things do you expect to be doing in the future when it comes to your career?
I mean, things I'm auditioning for now are Broadway shows and television and film. And
so you're gonna keep doing that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, do you have any social media presence?
I do.
Okay, you want to share that with us? No? Are you on like IMDb and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now how can we support your work then?
Oh, sure. We can do Instagram. My handle is Mike Cef. MIKECEF.
Okay. And now how can we support artists in a time of a pandemic?
Geez. I mean, in the time of a pandemic, it's tough. I mean, the industry is dead. So hopefully we have some live theater opening soon. I say support artists by, if you know someone who's like a local Spotify musician, even your local SoundCloud rappers, hit them up, share their stuff if they're support indie movies. And in most actors I know have pivoted to like other side hustles and starting their own companies and putting out their own content, starting Patreons and Kickstarters. And I think just finding something that you connect with and somebody you know who needs it.
Okay, so is Facebook still relevant?
No.
Why not?
It's not relevant. I think that it's largely just a mass compilation of people sharing articles that either aren't actually valid or are outdated, or they haven't read the article and have read the headline. It's largely for old people, the boomer generation. I really only have it because some industry professionals I have relationships with, I have connected with them on Facebook, and that's it.
Now, in society, do men or women have it easier?
Oh, men, of course.
Men? Why?
That's just, it's been a man's game for the past bajillion years. But we see it changing, and we love to see it.
Yeah. Okay. You want to give a shout out to anybody?
I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful girlfriend, Tia.
Okay, now do you want to do some questions too? Yeah, okay. You guys in a hurry?
We're cold, but otherwise,
Okay, you want to answer some more questions then? Okay, let's go.
I think it'll be a one-off for me.
One-off for you? Okay, now let me just go with the questions and let me know when you're running out of time.
Okay.
Okay, is Facebook still relevant and why?
I just deleted the app because it's mostly an older generation. I think that Facebook is dying.
Okay, now do men or women have it easier in this world?
Men, they have it. I mean, I think pretty much in any industry you look at, it favors men. I was just complaining about it in the arts recently, how there is just more opportunity.
But don't you think like parents usually are more protective of the daughter?
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good thing.
No? You think they should just let them do what they want?
I think that if you're that creates inequality. To be more protective of one gender is preventing them from exploring what the other one gets to.
So are you a performer too? What can you tell me about the state of performing industry these days?
I mean, it's sad right now that there isn't much happening. I think that it's allowed artists to create in other forms, which has been fun to see. And like Mike said, I think that the best way to support artists at the moment is to support their side hustles or any like online presence that they're trying to create. Any like, I know a lot of people are creating TikToks of them singing and things like that. I think supporting them in any virtual way that you can right now.
Can you tell other artists when you see one on the street?
Can you tell?
Because I think you have like a certain posture. So I think they might even train you for that.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that...
Like, I don't know, it's something about the way you move and the way you're standing too.
I think that, I mean, I think most people that I meet are artists in some way, even if it's not in the same way that we have trained. Like, and in New York, I mean, everybody is an artist in some way. So yes and no. Like, I feel like I think most people that I pass are.
What kind of advice do you have for people who are interested in starting this kind of a job?
And going into the arts, I mean, you have to love it. I think that it's one of the harder industries, not only because the industry itself is hard, but it's hard to be taken seriously and to have people really believe in the work that you do. So you have to have a thick skin. But I mean, if you love it, it's worth it.
Did I even ask you what your name is? Or what
No,
okay,
my name's Tia Carafleece, and I am originally from around Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
Go Indians.
Yeah,
Go
I don't.
Browns.
Cavs. The Cavs are the only ones that I watch.
Yeah. Okay, now if you had a trust fund, would you still work?
If I, yeah, I think I would. I mean, would I? If I had like gotten it now, then yes, I would.
So what about if you're getting like $5,000 a month steady?
Yeah, I would work.
You still
It
work?
gives you purpose.
Yeah. All right, now if you could redo any part of your life, what would it be?
If I could redo any part of my life, there was a brief stint in high school that I would redo. And I won't say anything more, but yeah, I would redo my last high school year.
Okay, well, if you could time travel, what year would you go to?
Ooh. If I could time travel, I think I would go to the late 90s.
Where were you coming from before you came to this park?
We just came from this really awesome place called the Naked Market in Soho, which is a pop-up shop. Every 3 months they get new small businesses to set up shop there, and they give free samples. It's really like aesthetically pleasing. You should check it out.
Where are you going once you leave here?
I think we're gonna go home and cook dinner.
Okay, cool. Now, how are we doing our time here?
We're gonna do
Okay.
2 more questions.
Can you do a New York accent?
My New York accent? No, I can't. Hey, my name's Tia. That's what I do.
About the food scene.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about the food scene here.
So I have a food blog called NYC with T. Find me on Instagram. That has been like, as an artist, my pivot the past year. I love to eat food and cook food and review food and make recipes and stuff.
So you make videos too? Can you tell me about your most successful content?
My most successful content was a picture of corn from a taco place on Broadway and West 108. I forget the name of it, but it was a picture of corn and it got 800 likes. And that's like the biggest
Cool. All right, final question. Let's say you see a guy well, theoretically, okay? This is like dating advice for other people. Now,
Sure.
So let's say there's somebody that sees you from across this park. He's checking you out. What kind of signals or body language you display to indicate that the person can approach you?
That the person can approach me?
Yeah, that can approach you.
Just from like a logistical standpoint, like staying open, not crossing your arms and stuff like that. I feel like that tends to send like you're an open open person to talk to.